Writing. The 6 rusted motors were tossed onto the concrete floor like worthless scrap, and everyone in the warehouse laughed. The powerful CEO believed he had just delivered the perfect insult to a struggling single father who had asked for nothing more than an honest opportunity. But 20 years later, those same broken machines would become the foundation of a company valued at over $500 million, while the people who laughed could only watch in disbelief. Sometimes the greatest gifts arrive disguised as humiliation, and sometimes the strongest people are the ones the world overlooks. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and never giving up on people, please like this video, leave a comment telling us where you're watching from, share this story with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another inspiring journey. In a quiet industrial town outside Cleveland, Ohio, lived a hard-working single father named Jacob Turner. At 38 years old, Jacob had weathered more storms than most people face in a lifetime. His wife had passed away after a long illness, leaving him to raise his 9-year-old son, Noah, alone. Every morning before sunrise, Jacob prepared breakfast, packed lunches, and dropped Noah off at school before searching for temporary repair jobs that barely covered rent. Once a respected mechanical technician, he had lost his stable career when the factory where he worked shut down. Still, he refused to surrender. Every evening he taught Noah that character mattered more than money and that honest work would always have value, even when the world seemed unfair. One afternoon Jacob heard that a wealthy manufacturing CEO named Christopher Hayes was visiting an old equipment warehouse to clear out unused inventory. Hoping for a chance to buy damaged machinery at a low price, Jacob traveled there with the last dollars he could spare. He politely explained that he dreamed of opening a small repair shop where he could rebuild industrial motors and provide a better future for his son. Many workers quietly admired his determination, but Christopher saw only another desperate man chasing impossible dreams. Smiling with quiet arrogance, the CEO ordered 6 completely broken electric motors to be loaded onto Jacob's old pickup truck. The machines were badly rusted, missing important parts, and considered impossible to repair. Employees laughed as Jacob thanked the CEO sincerely, believing that even broken things deserved another chance. For weeks, Jacob worked through long nights after Noah had fallen asleep. He carefully cleaned every rusted surface, studied old engineering manuals borrowed from the public library, and salvaged usable components from discarded equipment across local junkyards. His hands became covered with cuts and grease, yet every repaired bolt represented another promise to his son. Noah often sat nearby doing homework while watching his father patiently rebuild each damaged motor piece by piece. They had little money, but their tiny garage overflowed with determination, hope, and quiet faith that persistence could accomplish what talent alone never could. Months later, one rebuilt motor performed better than many brand new models because Jacob had redesigned several internal components to improve efficiency. A local farming business purchased it, then recommended him to neighboring companies. Soon construction firms, hospitals, and manufacturing plants began requesting his rebuilt motors because they lasted longer while costing much less than replacements. Jacob officially founded Turner Industrial Solutions with only a single workbench, a worn toolbox, and 6 impossible machines that everyone else had abandoned. As orders increased, Jacob hired unemployed mechanics who had also been overlooked by larger companies. He believed every hard-working person deserved another opportunity because he understood what rejection felt like. His employees became like family, sharing meals together and celebrating every success. Noah grew into a talented engineer who worked beside his father after college, helping develop environmentally efficient motor systems that attracted national attention. Investors who had once ignored Jacob now competed to support his expanding business. Within 15 years, Turner Industrial Solutions operated multiple facilities across the United States, creating thousands of jobs while producing innovative industrial technology. Independent analysts eventually valued the company at more than $500 million. One day Christopher Hayes attended a major manufacturing conference where Jacob delivered the keynote speech. The former CEO quietly listened as Jacob displayed photographs of the 6 broken motors that had changed his life forever. Rather than seeking revenge or embarrassment, Jacob simply thanked everyone who had ever doubted him because their disbelief had strengthened his determination. The audience stood and applauded for several minutes, not because of the company's incredible value, but because they recognized the extraordinary humility behind its success. Christopher lowered his head, realizing that true leadership is measured not by wealth or power but by the ability to see potential where others see failure. Jacob never forgot the difficult years when every dollar mattered. He established scholarship programs for children of single parents, funded vocational schools, and donated rebuilt equipment to small businesses struggling to survive. He wanted every family facing hardship to know that broken beginnings never determine final destinations. Noah often reminded new employees that the company was built not from perfect machines but from broken ones restored through patience, creativity, and unwavering hope. Before this story comes to an end, we have one special request. Please comment with the words, "Never give up," if you believe every person deserves another chance, no matter how impossible their situation may seem. As the years passed, the 6 restored motors were displayed inside the company's headquarters, not as trophies of financial success but as reminders that dignity, perseverance, and compassion create the strongest foundations. Visitors often asked why such old machines occupied the entrance instead of expensive awards. The answer was simple. Those broken motors represented a father's love for his son, the courage to keep believing during life's darkest moments, and the truth that no act of kindness or cruelty is ever wasted because both can shape extraordinary futures. If this story touched your heart, inspired you, or reminded you to never judge someone by their current circumstances, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more unforgettable stories that prove hope can rise from even the most broken beginnings.